Hey everyone, it's your boy Kev, and welcome back to another KKS Gaming video. Today we are playing Coffee Noir for the Steam Game Festival. So far, doing pretty good thus far in the videos. Gonna be doing, enjoying the process, enjoying the demos thus far. So let's check out this game, Coffee Noir. Now, this one kind of stuck out to me by the screenshots and whatnot, but I have not. And the screenshots and some of the footage I saw really resonated with me, but I'm not really sure how this is gonna go down just yet. So we're gonna go experience this together for the first time. All right, let's start the game. At the beginning of the 20th century, for unexplained reasons, the world's coffee consumption increased 20 times. The phenomenon called coffee mania reached its peak in the 1940s.
The world of 2021 is ruled by coffee, and Neo-London goes crazy for it.
Okay.
They say that in this job only two cases matter. The one that breaks you, and the one that makes you a real cop.
Sounds like LA Noir.
I'm Arthur Oliver, and I'm a private investigator. But I used to be a cop here in Neo-London.
Okay.
I quit 10 years ago. I failed. I hope I'd never come back here. I read about Richard Kersey's disappearance in the papers on a train journey. Coffee tycoon vanishes. The front page headline of the Neo-London Espresso screamed,
Coffee tycoon has vanished.
For many, Kersey was a wealthy celebrity buffoon, pure envy. They lost contracts and profits to him. They even lost their reputations as he dragged competitors through the courts. Me, I lost a lot more to him. Catherine, my beloved, and his wife.
What? What? Huh? Who? Huh? Seriously? That's wild.
10 years ago, Richard was involved in a spot of bother. He had a debt. Unfortunately for him, Kathy received the demands for payment. Kersey happened to be abroad at the time, totally out of reach. She got scared and tried sorting it out herself. In cash. She asked me for help.
Interesting.
Couldn't do it in my official capacity, but I took my gun and set up a sting. It ended tragically.
Oh shit.
A few days ago, Henry called, Richard's old brother. He sounded down, just like me. I know all about it, Arthur. You quit the force. You're still tormented by Kath's murder. Listen, Richard's daughter doesn't have to know anything about you two, nor Richard, but I'm begging you, help me find him. I'll give you a flat to live in, some cash and cover storage. You're a salesman. Just come, please. So I'm in Neo-London. The business with Catherine broke. So maybe the case with Richard will be the one to make me a real cop again.
Okay.
Richard's disappearance was big news. There was speculation about mafia involvement, either Italian or Yakuza. I think there might be something in that.
Okay.
Little Clarabelle, Richard and Kath's daughter. The last time I saw her was at her mother's funeral. I wanted to comfort her. Now it looks like it's her who wants to comfort me.
Okay.
She's so like her mother, especially her eyes. Can't forget watching the life draining out of Catherine's eyes.
Oh, jeez.
On the way to the hotel, Clarabelle told me her father might have been kidnapped by an angry competitor.
does happen.
It's a possibility. Kersey did all sorts of weird deals with even weirder people. Maybe one of them had enough of Richard's caprices.
Okay. I love the art style.
Over the phone, Clarabelle confirmed what Henry had promised. There was a flat and a position as a salesperson in their family business. That was to make investigating easier. Fair enough. Let it be. If that's what the investigation demands, I'll become the best damn salesperson in Neo London. I'll help Clarabelle with her business. I'll find Richard. I'll find your killer, Kath. I won't let you down twice. Promise.
Okay, so we're posing as a salesman of coffee to find out his boo love's killer and find his boo love's husband. Okay, starting off kind of weird. This is a new something due to price prohibition in the industry of fertilizers that made from coffee dregs. Production waste was developed. The love of coffee in New London has a so strong people using it as spice in their meals, thing in their dishes. Whole into the black grains. The oldest Neo-Londoners grew up in the 40s. Recall the old time of nostalgia and longing, they say. So basically, prohibition happens, and so just coffee just becomes the new drink plus. Interesting. Okay.
Dear Arthur, thank you again for agreeing to work on this case in such unusual circumstances. As I mentioned during our last meeting, Uncle Henry and I suspect that one of my father's business partners must be involved in his disappearance, or at least knows something about it. We believe it would be best to work undercover and meet them offering a delivery contract. It's also better that a private investigation will remain as a secret. Check out the instructions I've left you and look around in your office. After that, meet me at my cafe. See you soon. Clarabelle Kersey.
Okay, tutorial basics. Welcome to your office. This place is the command center of your company and the investigation you are conducting. From the office view, you can jump to all game sections and you have a preview of the main results such as cash, costs, and revenue. Here you will find the main financial results this week. When you hover over the given result, you see an explanation. The information gives you an overview of your business situation. Try to make the revenue higher than the cost. This will ensure a stable product for your company. If you go bankrupt, it's game over. In this menu, you have access to main sections of the company, the last report, and tutorial. You can always minimize this menu. Okay. You can also go to the main sections of the company by clicking on the elements of the office if it's more convenient for you. You can check the list of required tasks on this board during gameplay. New tasks may appear on this board. Click to view list. Meet with Clarabelle Kersey. Sign the contract. Find connection between clues. Reach over grading of British pounds. Receive a total of over 500 pounds. Okay, so we have to do that. Open the sales section. In this section, you will find information about available customers interested in your company's offer. They are suspects in your investigation. In each chapter of the story, you will find customers here. Your goal is to meet with every customer and sign a coffee supply contract. Thanks to this, you will not only get funds to support your business, but you'll also get clues for your investigation. Each customer demands for a specific brand of coffee with a certain level of quality to be able to attend a meeting you must start producing what the company wants to buy. During the meeting, you will conduct a sales conversation and contract negotiations. Is worth you get to know the customer beforehand. A handful of valuable information can be found by clicking this field. Let's see, a general description allows you to better prepare for negotiations. Each customer conducts a conversation in a different way. Pay attention to the characteristics. Try to capture information that may be useful during the conversation. Okay. The meeting will only be possible if the appointment with the customer assign up the manager to this task. Okay. Once the appointment is arranged, you can go for it by clicking the button. Focus and don't do it lightly. If you end the meeting before signing the contract, your interlocutor asks you out, and the meeting will be possible. Oh, excuse me. Since you don't have class. Since you have classic standard coffee available for production, click the button below. Good. Tutorial. Business meetings. Much of the in-game conversations are business meetings where you offer your company's product, negotiate the price of deliveries. An interview with Clarabelle Kersey will help you better understand your tasks and summarize the collected information. Choose the available phase to start the conversation. Introduce yourself.
Hello, Miss Clarabelle. The cafe looks great. Really bright, cozy, homely.
Hello. Thanks. The decor was my father's work. He was very careful to create a friendly atmosphere. Please don't call me miss.
Continue.
Sorry, it's your hairstyle. You look so young, I couldn't help myself. But fine. First names only.
Great. Let's get down to business.
Continue. Ask about Claire.
I want to ask about your childhood. I know there are painful memories, but it's important for the case.
All right. I've had time to get some distance on it. How can I help?
Continue.
Tell me, how you coped after your mother's death.
That's odd.
Well, not too well. Dad hated talking about it. He worked a lot, went away a lot. And me? I remember lying there, crying. Mr. Pensy was with me. He took my temperature, brought me cups of tea. I was alone.
Mr. Pensy.
Any friends? School psychologist?
I had this one friend, Amy. She came to cheer me up a couple of times, but I think I wore her out. I was incredibly shy as a child. The school psychologist sent me to a psychiatrist for medication. I was supposed to go there with an adult, but it never happened.
Why? Something changed? Something got better?
Yeah, you could say it was thanks to Mr. Van Haven.
Who's Mr. Van Haven? That's something.
Hold on, I'll write this down.
Joseph Van Haven.
Continue. I think I skipped something. Joseph Van Haven, dad from college. He and his wife Amanda offered to take care of me, together with his housekeeper. I was to sleep at home and spend the day with them, mainly with Mrs. Fink, the housekeeper. Dad immediately agreed.
And you? Did you have any say in it?
I was a bit scared at first, but they were really nice. They were like my family. They still are.
Interesting.
Thanks, Clarabelle. That's a lot of help. Can you give me a contact number for Van Haven and Fink? I'd like to ask them a few questions.
Sure, here you go.
Great. Who do you think I should meet first?
Mr. Van Haven. Visit him posing as a sales rep. Sell him some coffee. He's a really nice guy and a good candidate for checking your abilities.
Investigative abilities?
Business and negotiating. Remember that you operate undercover and you must be credible. Only then will investigative skills come in handy.
Ask her about her father's disappearance.
What should I know about Richard's disappearance?
Neither I nor Uncle Henry have a clue what happened to my dad. Have you looked at the materials from the last meeting? Everything I know is in there.
I'm not sure I'm a negotiator. How can I learn? Can it be learned?
Of course. Start with the handbook I gave you. The techniques in there are enough to get you your first clients. They won't be too demanding. After that, well, you know, practice makes perfect.
Did you have to say that?
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
Ask about writing a firm.
Explain the basics about running a business to me. Better still, as a manager, shouldn't I have a competent deputy? Then I can concentrate on, you know, being a boss, and the deputy makes sure we don't go under.
Last time you said you always worked solo.
Me? Are you thinking of someone else? There are lots of detectives called Oliver.
Take it easy, Arthur. No deputies. We don't have the cash for it. Start by visiting all the departments. You'll learn how to establish the scale of production, audit advertising activity, and plan expenditure, as well as team building and managing people.
Huh. So, I might find a deputy?
Of course. I'm sure you'll pick it all up faster than you imagine. A lot of our processes are automated, so you're not likely to cause any catastrophes.
You're sure good at encouragement. Okay, I'll give it a go.
Get to the details.
I know everything now.
Yes, we have to practice contract negotiating. As it happens, I need a fresh delivery. Let's roleplay the scene where you offer me a contract. Ready?
Couldn't be readier. Let's start.
Let's start. Start negotiating.
I think I'm ready. Let's try a negotiation and point out anything I get wrong. And when I recover from that, you can give me some more tips.
Okay, let's begin negotiating.
Let's talk. Okay. 4 offers presented. The choices of the phrase affects thinking interlocutor. Satisfied company is more likely to accept a higher price than a blunder or fortunate comment discourages doing business with you. Try.
Good morning. I've come to talk about supplying our coffee to you. But if I'm going to talk about coffee with such a lovely lady, it will have to be over a coffee.
Oh dear, Arthur. Complimenting my appearance or flirting with me really isn't a good idea in a business context. I know you meant to be nice, but someone else might take it differently. Very differently.
Good morning. Is that coffee cake? That smells good enough to stop traffic.
Really? Thanks for saying so. We just finished baking it. Here it is.
Wow, it looks better than it smells. Did you make this, Miss Clarabelle Kersey, I presume? I've come to talk to you about coffee supplies.
Not bad, Arthur. A well-judged compliment can work wonders. But some clients don't like them. Now do you see why doing your research on the customer is so important?
Yes, I knew you liked baking cakes, so I could mention it, but it's only a small thing from your private life.
Precisely. Everything can be useful during negotiations.
Okay. I got this. Good morning. I've come about your coffee supplies, namely the classic standard. We can offer competitive terms and, what was next?
No, if you start like that, there's no way you'll succeed. You have to be prepared for negotiating and know what to start the conversation with. Improvising is okay too, but it has to be snappy.
I can do snappy.
Great, show me.
Good morning. As we agreed, I've prepared a contract to supply classic standard coffee. Would you like to go over the details?
That's not too bad, but clients don't always want to get right down to business. It's worth creating a friendly atmosphere and demonstrating goodwill. You want to try?
Friendly and goodwill. That's me.
That's me too. Okay.
Can we move on to establishing the terms of the agreement? What does a contract like this look like?
Here's a standard contract. Here, look.
Okay, in this coffee form, you specify a unit price of coffee that the customer will be interested in. This will be the starting point of negotiation. You set the bar too low, we'll sign it immediately without you trying to think. And for you, that means unprofitable business. If you set it too high, the company knows, and after 3 tries, he or she will end the meeting. Pay attention to how costs and the generated profit change at different price settings. Cheap deal. I'm gonna set it here.
Good, that looks acceptable. Be prepared that the client will want to renegotiate the terms here. Assume that they're going to ask for a price lower by this percentage. How are you going to persuade me your offer is already attractive enough?
The funny money tactic. Let's go with this one.
Look at the unit cost, though. It's already ridiculously low. For an initial contract, the terms are really excellent.
Using this technique is a good idea. Avoid using words like ridiculous, though. You'll often have to calculate exactly what you can concede or what else you can do to close the deal and still make money.
Let's look at the price in relation to quality. Everything about our coffee's top drawer. Taste, aroma, and certification. Coffee like that at a price like this is a real bargain.
Let's assume I will agree for such discount. Every supplier claims his or her coffee is the best. How are you going to support your claims so they don't come across like empty boasts?
Some facts and figures to prove that this discount is a sensible bargain.
There you go, Arthur. That's how you support your credibility and generate client trust. But it would be better if you actually knew some data. For a first go at negotiating, that went pretty well. Let's say I'll sign the contract, but I have one more proposal. The first month's batch for lower price. Agreed?
Last requests, eh? I like that technique too, but I'm afraid I can't do it. Let's stick to what we established.
That's a risky step. Revealing the client's tactics can work, but you have to be sure that's what they're up to. Otherwise, you can upset them and lose the deal. I think that covers everything. Now it's time to put it into practice, both as a business person and a negotiator. Make sure you swat up on the materials and look at this week's tasks.
Thank you. I'm sure it will all prove helpful in this investigation and in finding your father. See you soon, Clarabelle.
Thanks, Arthur. It means a lot to me. Now it's up to you, and I think you're the last hope I've got.
Unit price after discount. So we still did pretty good thusly. You know, we upped it just a bit because we were like sitting at low margins, but then we came up a little bit high, dropped it down a little low, and we still made a nice little chunk of change. Sign the contract. Oh, agrees to it. You reverted. Yeah, I'm signing the contract. Put my name on it. Boop. There we go. So yeah, so far, so okay. I mean, it's wordy game. If you don't like a lot of reading, it's a lot of reading involved. New contract has been signed. The amount of 6,176 GB will be regularly transferred to our account within 6 weeks. Within the next 6 weeks, take care and handle this contract lesson. A new part of the story has been discovered. Clicked on the comic guide. Okay, tutorial. New contract. If returning to the office, you can take care of responsibilities related to the new contract. The details of the signed contract will appear in the sales section. Click in the sales section. By delivering a full order, you will immediately receive this amount in the account. It's your revenue. The real process from this batch is made after deducting the previously incurred production costs. Deliver. Order has been sent. The order has been sent. There's not enough classic standard coffee in stock to ship contract in the coming weeks. You'll need to produce one copy. Click production. Okay, production section. Production section sets the volume of coffee production for any given week. The console allows you to accurately determine the number of packages ready for sale. It also allows you to control the cost for quantity, starting monetizations and display of quantity of goods in the warehouse. The important thing is to make sure that the quantity of the product or its cover the sales. Pay attention to whether you have enough coffee for the next delivery the batch is produced. Set the production. Set the production. This stock level equal to the sales value. Okay. Cost. Average cost of the product. the average cost. By producing more, it lowers the thing, and it pays off by producing more and selling your stocks. You can start production. To reduce costs. Section. In the section, you manage employees by assigning tasks and the time they spend on them. The main thing is to not neglect tasks that are particularly important for the company, but not to overwork employees too much. Left side column, employees. Failure risk very low. So that's Bob. Modify the one. Case files. Ooh, it's a lot.
Someone important lives here. That's what the Kersey home seemed to be saying. This is where the investigation begins. Walking in, Clarabelle hugged herself. From the cold, cute. Clarabelle only slept here, though. After her mother's death, she was taken in by Joseph Van Haven, her father's friend, who treated her like his own daughter. His wife tried. Mostly, though, she left her to the housekeeper, Mrs. Fink. Why did the Van Havens raise the Kersey kid? A friendly favor? Guilt. The servant greeted Clarabelle with a stack of unopened letters. She stuffed them into her bag and went inside. A lot to catch up, I joked. And Clarabelle explained that she no longer lives in the residence with her beloved. I asked for a family photo of the Kerseys. There was an exotic-looking guy in the midst of a sea of pale Brits. Mr. Gabriel was an artist who taught Clarabelle to draw. He looked pretty stiff, probably trying to avoid her dreamy eyes. In the living room, among many works of art, a spot after a taken-down painting drew my attention. It was a peculiar view. Clarabelle told me the painting belonged to her mother. One day, Richard simply packed it up and took it to Joseph. Did he want to sell it? Hide it? I didn't get a chance to ask. Clarabelle answered an urgent call and, apologizing, left in a hurry. I went to gather my thoughts. Catherine's death, Richard's disappearance, the unusual arrangements with the Van Havens, that picture. Clarabelle was right. A detective was needed here. But I have my own reason for this. To get Catherine's killer. All in good time. The last lead is Richard's disappearance. Perhaps the best-known coffee supplier in London. I'll start by entering into his world. That means turning into a businessman. My first customer will be Richard's old friend and Clarabelle's ward, Joseph Van Haven. Clarabelle gave me his address and phone number. He's an old, experienced trader. I'd better prepare thoroughly.
Yep. Better get right. Maybe in broad night over the years. Okay, I think that I'm going to just wrap it up here, cause you know, I think I've got the gist of what this game is and what it's about, and it's like a nice little adventure story, tycoon management thing, and it looks pretty interesting, and I would like to check it out at some point a little further. Like the art style, like the story, like the murder mystery vibe to it, under the guise of, you know, coffee. So that's pretty interesting. So I guess this would be like, this considered to be like, check it out on a sale kind of thing. I don't know. We shall see. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching another KK's Gaming live stream experience. If you like this live stream, check me out twitch.tv. Oh yeah, but check me out. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Follow me on all my social networks in the description below, and also check out my Twitch channel. You know, Twitch at twitch.tv/KKsGaming. Check out that too as well. I mean, I know I get sometimes I get mixed up. And do my live stream when I do my live stream, and do my YouTube when I do my YouTube. But hey, it is what it is. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys. And I will see you guys later. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll talk to you later with another game from the Steam Game Festival. Take care. Peace.